Very good evening, friends, and this is the second video of our series called the SqliteDatabase and Android application. So I just start from there, and I want to start with a splash screen, or you can say the welcome activity. So this is, I'm taking one empty activity for that, and I'm going to name it as welcome activity or welcome screen. This is actually a splash screen, and I just mark it as the launcher activity. What will happen after that? So this activity and our main activity both will become the launcher activity. Now since one application should have only one launcher activity, so I will go into the manifest file, android manifest.xml, and from there I will remove this category android name, android.intent.category launcher, because both these applications, because right now we have only two activities. One is welcome activities, whole application have these two activities, so I just remove this line. So if you remove this line from the android name main activity, it means welcome screen will become your launcher activity. So when the application will run, that welcome activity will run first, and then the depending on that, whatever whichever activity you want to run, that will take place. So I wanted one welcome activity, a welcome splash screen. So this is what I have designed. This is my welcome screen. So to make the design, so I simply go and make some changes into the XML files, and to make it happen, I just simply go into this welcome screen activity.java file, and there I will run one interface, and with the help of a thread. So first let me create one instant variable for, you can see the variable for time. So public static int timeout. I want to take 5 seconds, so that I'll have to write 5000, because this time is in milliseconds. So timeout equal to 5000. Then I will use new handler, this object, and new handler dot, and after the parenthesis you write after the parenthesis, not here, dot post delayed, and then you write new runnable. So I'm creating a new thread, and then this is public void run, so that this activity will run first, and then it will launch the next activity, whatever activity, and there I write comma, and then you write your timeout, this one. And then inside this activity I will simply make one intent, and then with the help of that intent I will start another activity. So the intent equal to new intent, and you press alt enter for that whenever you get this red text with the underline. So intent, this is how we are creating another activity. So this is the object of the intent class, and yes, then you have to, since we are inside the welcome screen dot java, so we have to write welcome screen dot this, and we have to call the another activity with the help of dot class, but that activity which is not ready, so let me create another activity, and I'm going to name it as a login activity. So this is my activity. I'll take one empty activity, I'm going to name it as login activity, and this will not be the launcher activity. Finish. Okay, now I'll go into, this is my login activity.java. So this is just very much similar like welcome activity.java, and there I will write login activity.class. So this will start our second activity, which is the login activity. So what will happen that the first, okay, so the first welcome screen activity will run, and then after 5 seconds this login activity dot class will run. Now you pass the intent. Let me make this spelling change. This is intent. So okay, so now both the activities right now do not have anything, and I have to design at least so that you can identify. So let me, this is the background, and I'll change the background for this my welcome activity. I have taken this rose background. This image I got it from internet, so later I will change it, but right now I'm using this because this is a series and we will be using 5-6 videos just to make a complete project. So here in this I just take one simple text view, and it will have a text like welcome on it so that we can identify that it is there. This is with the help of the this you cannot dedicate much time to the designing aspect, so simply I'll keep on coding and designing, and with each and every episode, or you can say every video, that I will be working little on their look and feel so that you can have a better look. So this is my text view, and I have written the text as EduCraft Learn. This is the name of my video YouTube channel, but I think better I just write the name as welcome because that will be good. And text size is 30 dp, and so this is what it is, EduCraft Learn. So I'm in the design view now. With the help of these constraints, I will simply try to bring it to a desired position so that you can say that it's properly placed. So now here, okay, this fourth one, so just simply drag and drop and put it at the desired position, and then stretch it so that now I provide the fourth constraints here, and then some margin from the left side 30, and then you just simply drag it. If you adjust it, then all this margin value will automatically increase. You don't have to worry about that because this is the design view. So yes, little more, I think 100. Yes, now it looks from the right side. I need to make it little shorter. I'll leave the margin as it is, but only size I'll change. Okay, so perfect. Then this one is done. Let me change the text color. So I'll take @Android / yes, this color is okay. So hollow purple, and then I go into the login activity. There is one empty edit text, and then I'll design some more thing like I'll take one image view. This is the image view, and 2 edit text and 2 buttons. This is what I intend to design. So for that I'll take one image. This image is also downloaded from the internet. It has some random text on it, so let me place it nicely. And if you see this image, then you can recollect that in my first video I have used this in the sign up, designing without the sign up activity. I use this one, this image, so you can recollect with this, and with the progress of time I'll change this image also. So this is my edit text. So it has it is there just to get the email from the user. Then I need one for password, because this is the login activity. It will have the 2 edit text. One is for the email ID of the customers or the visitors, and another one is for his password, and 2 buttons for login and 1 for sign up. Like if the user is new, then he can sign up to the system, and if user is already a member or already he has registered himself to the system, then he can just enter the email ID and the password and then can log in easily. So these mechanism I'm just trying to achieve. So this is my button for the view, or fourth view is a button for sign up, and the third view is also a button, that is for login. First view is you see it's edit text. However, in reality there are 5 views. One is image view, 2 edit views, and two buttons. So let me design this. So only I have to use this design and drag and drop stretching so that they can be perfectly placed. A little bit of coding I'll do manually just to change the background color. I can do it here also, but I think that is also fine. One should have a comfort and the freedom to do whatever way they want to do it. It is just time consuming. When you make videos, then we feel that it is becoming little long, but for good things you have to have patience, because the good things comes to those who have patience. So now I provide the margin 10 dp, and then this one margin, I think this is first this one I from bottom side we can it's 108. We can make it free also, because in the design view you don't have to pay attention. You just try to drag and adjust them. So now if I click this one, then I need, because left side and right side margins are okay, only I have to pay attention for the top and left. So providing the top side, now this one, yeah, bottom is 32. This is not correct, but it's okay. So this one is edit text, and then there I make it 5 dp, and this is 5 from 10 from top, 5 from bottom, and this is, now I go into the text view, then I change the text of the button. This is for the sign up, and other is for login. Okay, so this is for log in. Yeah. Okay, this part is done. Now this is the edit text, so I make some hint for these two. So I put some asterisks there. I can put some, so if you put text, then that will also be present there, but while entering the informations you have to remove the text. But if you put it the hint, then when you start writing it will automatically go. And this is now one edit text, since I selected this one as first, it is on the top. However, it should be in second layer, so I simply I'll do just cut and paste. So when you are in design view you can do it easily, but here also there are ways. I simply cut it and place it behind. So you see this one, this text I need to change at the top of edit text or something like that. So this is fine now. So for this one, margin top for image, the margin top is 0, and then I go for and change the width as the match parent and the height as 200 density pixel, because in the previous video I used 200 density pixel and I found that that was quite good, and it was perfectly cool or perfectly placed in the emulator. So this way that's why I made it 200 dp. So now let me make some changes into this for second one's text as email, and this one hint will be the password asterisk again. So unnecessarily messages right now is fine. I actually do the things dynamically. I don't have any plan for these videos. I simply keep on designing, and that's why you'll find that little changes here and there I make, because it's all dynamic. It's just not that I have made a blueprint for making a video. I'm doing all this dynamically and on the time. So that's why I keep on changing the code and this behavior. This is how after, because when you understand, so now it provides some width, 150 dp for the buttons, because buttons and the text size, buttons should be little smaller than the edit text, otherwise they look little weird. So now I provide the gravity and background color also for the buttons will be okay. So this is my Okay, so now okay, these two, everything is fine, only the buttons should have some background so that it will look little better. So primary, no, color exchange is pink is okay because our image view has some pink shades. So and the text color I'll take it as white because on the darker background the white text looks readable, or you can say you can simply comprehend them nicely. I simply copy and paste it from there into this button. So here it is. Now everything is okay, and yes, so this part we have finished. Now let me run and see what we are going to get. So this is the login layout. Now I'm running the application. Let's see how it looks on the emulator. This is my uh, welcome screen, and then after 5 seconds this activity comes. Now I haven't provided any action for these buttons, and so this is now there. Now I have already made the first video there. You have seen the sign up. Now I'm trying to connect all these things together so that they make a one good piece. Now here I go and rename my views. So here now see, in the design view, if you do it, then the Android emulator will automatically make the changes everywhere where the changes should be there. So you will have the less problem, because otherwise you have to go and everywhere you have to make the changes, because we are using constraints layout, so that will become more tricky and difficult. So in the design view, now you see, if I make changes there, the Android Studio asks me whether you want the changes to be made everywhere. I simply click yes. So now I go into the Java file, and I go into this one. So from there I have to collect those edit text and the button. So I'll create the two instances for the edit text. This is edit text ed mail and ed pass, and then I have two buttons also. So that is button spelling is wrong, okay, bu, okay, button, and then one is button sign up, another is button login. Button sign up and button login, and then with the help of the find view by id we will initialize these views, object of the views, and then we will be making some changes, or sitting on click listener on the buttons, or receiving the information from those views, edit text views. So let me change the edit text also. Again I go into the design view, and then simply there I write the it's a ed mail, and then yes, and then this one also I make it as ed pass, and I simply press here and then click on yes. So it is done, and then I return back to my login activity.java. Then with the help of okay, so ed mail equal to find view by id, and it's r.id.ed mail, it's the same name there also. Now ed pass equal to find view by id, r.id.ed pass, and then I'll go for my button login. So button login equal to find view by id, r dot button login, and then I have button sign up equal to find view by id, r dot id dot button sign up, btn sign up, yes, button sign up. Okay, then I provide some on click listener on the button login dot set on click listener, and then I provide new on click listener, and then by default I'll get my on click view here I can do something. Then let me do the same thing for the button sign up also. So button sign up dot set on click listener, new on click listener, then I create the object of intent, and I have already made one sign up activity, and by default, not by default, but I have named it as main activity, but that is doing the job of a sign up activity. So intent equal to new login activity dot this comma main activity dot class. This because the main activity is actually the sign up activity. When you see it, otherwise you can watch my previous video, then you can connect it properly, that what I'm trying to do. So start activity, and then I'll pass my object intent. Okay, so alt enter for this. Now good. So I think everything is fine here. Now I simply, you see, this is when you press the alt enter, you get these buttons imported. So import intent. So now I simply run the code, and let's see. On the button sign up, I have introduced the set on click listener, which will run the main activity, that is actually doing the job of sign up activity. Sign up activity will take the name of users, name, mobile, password, email, etc. from the user, and store it in the SQLite database. So now I click on sign up. Now here you see. So just since I have now, you can see that I have combined both these two videos, and now both now the project has become a singular project. So both these two are connected now. So when I click on the sign up button, then and on the login, I haven't made any mechanism. I'm going to make in the next video, but right now here let me show you again that where the data goes into the SQLite, and how will you find that data in Android Studio. So let me enter the name of the user, Ajinkya Pandey, and then a random number. I can call it as a mobile number, because these are not authenticated, and these are just random numbers. I'm just trying to make it 10-digit numbers. These are not the phone numbers of anyone. So this one is one same way. It's just like email ID, which have @gmail.com, and then I just put a random number taking it as a password, and then if I enter it, it will be inserted. Now you can connect it just like my previous video, because both this video's project and that video's everything is combined and just now taking the shape of a one full-fledged application. So I simply go into the tool view, and then I'll find the device file explorer. Then you get a pop-up menu here, a kind of drop down, and then inside find data. Then again you find data inside data. So inside the data you find another data. This is the data. Then you find your package name of the application, and this is your package name of the application. Inside you find database. You have IPL database. Save it on the screen, and then I will simply run one online SQLite database reader. I'll go online using Google, and then I'll type SQLite reader, SQLite open online, this one, and then this is easy to use. And then here I'll open my SQLite database, and from file click on the open database, and then I select it from my screen, and that's name is IPL.db. So this is selected. Now I click it from here. Then I have this, till now it has only one table called as customer. Then select everything from the customer, run the code. Now you see Ajinkya Pandey, just we introduced, is there. So it means our data is inserted into the SQLite, and when user will re-enter into the system after logging out, then we need to work. So that we'll see in the next video. Thank you very much.